Felicitous greetings, fellow fanatics. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Adam the Fanatic, and today we're going to be taking a look at Empyrean HERO by Anthem Creations. As a brief aside, I should mention that I do consider the creator of this game to be an internet friend. I will always endeavor to give the full pros and cons of any title that I take a look at, but please keep that in mind as you watch this review. In Hero, 2 to 4 players will each take control of an airship fortress known as a skybase. Your objective is to have the last skybase remaining in play. For the sake of example, we'll be looking at a standard 2-player game. The rules are also included for longer games or for playing with up to 4 players. You'll begin by taking the 20 hero cards, shuffling them up, and removing 6 from the game at random. You'll then display the remaining heroes, and each player will pick 1 to form their starting hand. You'll reshuffle the remaining 12, and the second player will take 1 off the top of the deck to add to their hand. Then you reveal the top 3 cards of the hero deck to form the reserves. You'll then pick ability and feat cards. These are divided into 4 pre-made decks, and in a 2-player game, each player will take 2 of them. For a more advanced game, you also have the option of drafting these cards one at a time. After players have those, they'll each take an identical set of 12 stat boost cards and shuffle them together with their feats and abilities to form their own enhancement deck. On your turn, you'll be able to take one of 4 actions or play a single feat card from your hand. Keep in mind that if you decide to play a feat, you cannot do anything else on that turn. They have powerful effects, but make sure it's worth the time investment when you play it out. The name Hero acts as a mnemonic to help the player remember the actions they can take on their turn. This stands for Heal, Enhance, Recruit, and Overcome. However, the game will be a little easier to understand if I explain things out of order, starting with Recruit. When you recruit, you'll be able to take 2 hero cards into your hand. You may choose to take them from the reserves that all players can see, from the top of the deck, or 1 of each. If you choose to take any from the reserves, you'll refill until there are 3 heroes visible or until the deck is depleted. Once the last hero is drawn, no more will enter the reserves, and the players will have to make do with what they have. Next is the Enhance action, which consists of 2 steps. Firstly, you'll draw the top 3 cards of your enhancement deck and add them to your hand. After drawing, you'll then play up to 3 cards. This can be heroes, stat boosts, abilities, or any combination thereof. Though your first card of the game will have to be a hero before you can enhance them. If you play a stat boost or an ability card, it'll be placed under your hero. Opponents can clearly see what stat boosts you have, but abilities will be kept hidden until the time that you use them. When heroes are first played out, they're always played vertically, indicating that they're at full strength. The third action you can take is Overcome. This is where you'll attempt to defeat your opponent's heroes or deliver the finishing blow to their skybase. You may attack as many times as you wish so long as you have strengthened heroes to swing in with. However, you may only attack your opponent's skybase if they have no heroes on the field. When you attack, you'll declare 1 or more attacking heroes and a single target. If, after stat modifiers and passive abilities, the combined attack value is greater than the defender's defense value, the target is destroyed and discarded. If it's a hero, then all enhancement cards attached to them are discarded as well. If it's a skybase, then that player is out of the game. If you don't manage to equal or surpass their defense value, but do manage to do at least half of it in damage, the defender is fatigued and turns their card sideways. When a hero or skybase is fatigued, its defense is treated as 1/2 of its printed value. If the attack value is any less than half, it has no effect on the target. After the attack is over, all attacking heroes are fatigued regardless of the outcome. The final action you can take is Heal, which consists of 2 steps. Firstly, you may strengthen as many fatigued heroes as you'd like, including those belonging to other players if you want to try and keep the heat off of you for a bit in a free-for-all. However, your skybase cannot be repaired. Once it's fatigued, it remains damaged for the rest of the game. Secondly, you may play up to 3 cards. This is done identically to when you play them for an Enhance action. One last point of note are active and passive abilities. Each hero has 1 printed on their card, and any hero may be granted additional abilities through ability cards. Passive abilities are denoted with a P and are persistent so long as they remain in play. Active abilities are denoted with an A. Each of these can be activated once per turn during your own turn, but may not be activated on the first turn they enter the field. However, you cannot use any active abilities on the turn which you play a feat card. I repeat for emphasis, If you play a feat, that is the only thing you get to do on your turn. Component quality is solid. The only thing to really touch on here are the cards. The artwork is good, and each character and ability has its own unique image. On top of that, they're nice and thick too. I think these might actually be the thickest cards I have. On the other hand, the corners are cut unevenly. I'm not sure if it'll show up on camera, but some gamers will definitely notice it. On the subject of components, the game includes 4 reference cards, which makes learning or teaching the game much easier. Hero is a quick, frantic game. Whereas most games I play tend to underestimate their game lengths, Hero goes in the opposite direction. Whereas it estimates a game length of 45 to 60 minutes, I found that the games that I played were all less than half an hour. With its mixture of drafting, dueling-style combat, hand management, and bluffing, it's a very unique title. It forgoes the typical limitations. Players may have any number of cards in their hand or on the field at any time. And I really enjoy that there's a wide variety of strategies that you can approach the game with. On the other hand, it does use what I call the Richard Garfield design philosophy. Balance the game by making every single card feel powerful. This isn't a flaw per se. I know that many players out there enjoy this style of design, but as for myself, I've always preferred small, subtle movements to overwhelming displays of force. Still, the way it plays is very unique from other dueling-style card games, and there's a lot of depth for advanced players that want to dig into the meat of the game. In conclusion, I find Empyrean HERO to be worthy of a solid 7.8 out of 10. If you're interested in purchasing Empyrean HERO or learning more, links are included in the description. What about you? What do you think of Empyrean HERO? What mold-breaking titles do you recommend? If you have any questions, remarks, or opposing points of view, leave them in the comments below, and please remember to like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell. Until next time, farewell, fellow fanatics. Thank you again for watching. I have plenty more to share with you if you're interested. You can click up here above my head to subscribe to my channel. You can click over here on my monitor to see the most recent video that I've worked on. Or if you prefer, you can click up here to open this mysterious vault and see what video that the YouTube algorithm has picked just for you.